Stop right there. Before you take another sip of that expensive protein shake or spend another dollar on muscle-building supplements, I need to share something that could completely change how you think about building and maintaining muscle. What I'm about to reveal has been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years, yet the modern fitness industry has somehow convinced us to ignore it. In fact, this secret is so powerful that our great-grandparents used it regularly without even knowing they were creating one of nature's most potent muscle-up supporting compounds right in their own kitchens. Here's what's shocking. You could be doing everything right according to modern fitness advice, hitting your protein targets, lifting weights consistently, even taking expensive supplements. But if you're missing this one crucial element, you're fighting an uphill battle that gets steeper with every passing year. The evidence I'll show you today will make you question everything you thought you knew about muscle health and aging. But here's the thing that will really surprise you. This isn't about some newly discovered superfood or cutting-edge supplement. This is about rediscovering ancient wisdom that modern science is finally beginning to understand. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to harness this knowledge using simple ingredients you can find at any grocery store. Stay with me because what you're about to learn could be the missing piece that transforms your approach to muscle health forever. Before we dive deeper, I want to connect with our community. If you're new here, welcome to our channel where we break down health science into actionable strategies. We're building an amazing global community of health-conscious individuals, and we'd love for you to join us. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss our evidence-based content. And I'm genuinely curious, where in the world are you watching this from? Drop your country or city in the comments. We have viewers spanning 6 continents, and seeing our international community grow is incredibly inspiring. Your engagement keeps us motivated to research and create content that truly serves you. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why our ancestors who never set foot in a gym or counted protein grams often maintained their strength and vitality well into old age? The answer might shock you. Understanding collagen and muscle health. Collagen represents the most abundant protein in the human body, making up approximately 25 to 35% of total body protein content. This structural protein forms the foundation of our connective tissues, including tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and the extracellular matrix that surrounds muscle fibers. Within muscle tissue, collagen serves multiple critical functions beyond simple structural support. It forms the connective tissue framework that transmits force generated by muscle contractions, connects muscle fibers to bones through tendons, and provides mechanical stability during movement. Without adequate collagen integrity, muscles cannot function efficiently regardless of their size or strength. The relationship between collagen and aging has been extensively documented in scientific literature. Research consistently shows that collagen synthesis begins declining in early adulthood, with most studies indicating a reduction of approximately 1% annually after age 25. This decline coincides with gradual changes in muscle mass, strength, and function that characterize the aging process. The amino acid composition of collagen differs significantly from other dietary proteins. Collagen contains particularly high concentrations of glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, amino acids that are relatively uncommon in typical dietary protein sources like meat, dairy, or plant proteins. Glycine alone comprises approximately 1/13 of collagen's amino acid content, making collagen-rich foods unique sources of this conditionally essential amino acid. Next, the science behind natural collagen sources. Traditional food preparation methods for extracting collagen from animal tissues have been practiced across cultures for thousands of years. These methods typically involve slow cooking of collagen-rich animal parts in water, which gradually breaks down collagen fibers into gelatin, a more digestible form that retains many of collagen's beneficial amino acids. The slow cooking process serves multiple purposes beyond simple collagen extraction. Extended cooking times at low temperatures help preserve heat-sensitive nutrients, while gradually breaking down complex protein structures into more bioavailable forms. This gentle extraction method differs significantly from industrial processing used in commercial collagen supplements. Natural collagen sources provide complete amino acid profiles along with minerals, vitamins, and other compounds that may influence absorption and utilization. For example, Bone-based broths typically contain calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and trace minerals that support overall bone and muscle health beyond their collagen content. Different animal sources provide varying types and concentrations of collagen. Marine sources primarily contain type 1 collagen, which is abundant in skin, bones, and connective tissues. Land-based animals provide combinations of type 1, type 2, and type 3 collagen, each with distinct structural properties and tissue distributions. First natural source: fish-based collagen broth. Marine animals represent excellent sources of collagen due to their high proportion of connective tissue relative to muscle mass. Fish bones, skin, heads, and scales all contain substantial collagen content that can be extracted through traditional cooking methods. To prepare fish-based collagen broth, begin with fish bones, heads, and skin from fresh, high-quality fish. Cold water species like salmon, cod, halibut, and mackerel are commonly used due to their robust bone structures and favorable fatty acid profiles. Rinse all fish parts thoroughly under cold running water to remove blood, scales, and any debris that could affect the final broth quality. Place the cleaned fish parts in a large stock pot with enough filtered water to cover completely. Add aromatic vegetables like onions, carrots, and celery for flavor enhancement and additional nutrients. Include herbs and seasonings according to personal preferences. Bay leaves, thyme, parsley, and peppercorns provide antioxidant compounds and enhance the overall flavor profile. Bring the mixture to a gentle boil over medium heat, then immediately reduce temperature to maintain a low simmer. Avoid vigorous boiling, which can cloud the broth and potentially damage heat-sensitive nutrients. Cook for approximately 2 to 4 hours, depending on the size and type of fish parts used. Throughout the cooking process, occasionally skim foam and impurities that rise to the surface. The finished broth should have a light amber color and mild fish flavor. When cooled, properly prepared fish broth may demonstrate some gel formation, though this is typically less pronounced than broths made from land-based animals. Strain the completed broth through fine mesh strainer to remove all solid materials. For optimal consumption, drink fish broth warm as a beverage 30 to 60 minutes before meals to maximize amino acid absorption. The broth can also be used as cooking liquid for grains and vegetables or incorporated into soups and other recipes. Store the finished broth in glass containers in the refrigerator for up to 5 days or freeze in portionless containers for longer storage up to 3 months. Second natural source: chicken-based collagen broth. Chicken bones, particularly those from joints and extremities, provide excellent sources of collagen due to their high proportion of connective tissue. Chicken feet, necks, backs, and wingtips contain particularly high concentrations of collagen compared to other parts of the bird. Begin with approximately 2 to 3 lbs of chicken bones, preferably including some jointry pieces like necks, backs, or feet. If using chicken feet, clean them thoroughly under cold running water. Some preparation methods recommend roasting the bones briefly in a preheated oven before cooking to enhance flavor development. Place the bones in a large stock pot or slow cooker with enough filtered water to cover completely, plus an additional 2 in. Add a small amount of acid such as apple cider vinegar or fresh lemon juice, which may help extract minerals from the bones during the cooking process. Allow the bones and acidulated water to sit at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes before beginning the cooking process. Add aromatic vegetables including onions, carrots, and celery for enhanced flavor and nutritional content. Include herbs and seasonings according to personal taste preferences. Bay leaves, thyme, rosemary, sage, and whole peppercorns are traditional additions that provide beneficial plant compounds. Bring the mixture to a gentle boil over medium heat, then reduce temperature to maintain a low simmer. Cook for 6 to 24 hours with longer cooking times, generally producing more concentrated collagen content and richer flavors. Throughout the cooking process, maintain adequate water levels and periodically skim foam and impurities that rise to the surface. The finished broth should demonstrate significant gel formation when cooled to room temperature or refrigerated. Properly prepared chicken bone broth forms a firm gel that indicates successful collagen extraction and concentration. Strain the completed broth through fine mesh strainer, pressing gently on the solids to extract remaining liquid. Season the finished broth lightly with sea salt according to taste preferences. Consume chicken bone broth warm twice daily, once in the morning on an empty stomach and once in the evening before bedtime. Morning consumption supports muscle protein synthesis throughout the day, while evening intake aids overnight muscle recovery processes. Store the finished broth in glass containers in the refrigerator for up to 1 week or freeze in convenient portion sizes for longer storage up to 6 months to 6. Third, natural source beef-based collagen broth. Beef bones provide substantial collagen content along with minerals and other nutrients that support overall health. Beef knuckle bones, marrow bones, short ribs, and oxtail represent excellent choices for bone broth preparation due to their high collagen content and mineral density. Begin the preparation process by selecting a mixture of different bone types to create complex flavors and maximize nutritional diversity. Many traditional recipes recommend roasting the bones before cooking to develop deeper flavors. Preheat oven to 400 degrading Fahrenheit and roast bones for 30 to 45 minutes until well browned but not charred. Transfer the roasted bones to a large stock pot or slow cooker, adding enough filtered water to cover completely. Add aromatic vegetables including onions, carrots, celery, and leeks for enhanced flavor and nutritional content. Include herbs and seasonings such as bay leaves, thyme, rosemary, and whole peppercorns according to personal preferences. Add a small amount of acids such as apple cider vinegar, which may help extract minerals from the dense bone structures during the extended cooking process. Bring the mixture to a gentle boil, then reduce heat to maintain a very low simmer. Cook for 12 to 48 hours with longer cooking times, producing more concentrated results. Many traditional practitioners recommend cooking times of 24 to 48 hours for optimal mineral and collagen extraction from dense beef bones. Throughout the extended cooking period, maintain adequate water levels and continue skimming surface foam as needed. The finished broth should demonstrate very firm gel formation when cooled, indicating successful collagen extraction. Strain the completed broth carefully through fine mesh strainer, removing all bone fragments and solid materials. The resulting liquid should be rich, amber-colored, and highly aromatic with complex savory flavors. Season the finished broth lightly with sea salt according to taste preferences. Consume beef bone broth in smaller quantities due to its concentrated nature. 1 cup mid-afternoon and another before bedtime provides optimal timing for sustained amino acid availability. Store the finished broth in glass containers in the refrigerator for up to 1 week or freeze in portion-sized containers for longer storage up to 6 months. Next, preparation and safety considerations. Successful collagen broth preparation requires attention to food safety principles throughout the process. Source high-quality ingredients from reputable suppliers who follow proper handling and storage procedures. Fresh bones and fish parts should be used promptly or properly frozen until used to maintain optimal quality. Maintain proper temperatures throughout the cooking process to ensure food safety while maximizing nutrient extraction. Initial boiling helps eliminate potential pathogens, while subsequent gentle simmering allows beneficial extraction without creating food safety risks. Use filtered water when possible to avoid chlorine and other additives that might affect flavor or interfere with the extraction process. Monitor cooking temperatures and times carefully to ensure adequate heat treatment while preventing overcooking that might damage beneficial compounds. Strain finished broths thoroughly to remove all solid materials that could harbor bacteria or affect storage stability. Cool finished broths rapidly to safe storage temperatures using ice baths or shallow containers that facilitate quick heat dissipation. Store finished broths in clean, airtight containers using proper refrigeration or freezing techniques. Label containers with preparation dates to ensure proper rotation and prevent consumption of spoiled products. Reheat stored broths to proper temperatures before consumption, ensuring even heating throughout the product. Next, consumption and integration strategies. Incorporating collagen-rich broths into daily routines requires planning and consistency to maximize potential benefits. Many traditional practices recommend consuming bone broths warm, either as standalone beverages or incorporated into meals. Morning consumption on an empty stomach represents one common approach, potentially maximizing amino acid absorption when digestive processes are most efficient. Wait 30 to 60 minutes before consuming other foods to prevent interference with collagen absorption and utilization. Post-exercise consumption represents another timing strategy that aligns with the body's natural recovery processes. Consuming collagen-rich broths within 2 hours of physical activity may support recovery when muscle protein synthesis rates are naturally elevated. Evening consumption provides comfort and nutrition during the body's natural recovery period, when many traditional cultures emphasize broth consumption as part of restorative practices that support overnight muscle repair and regeneration. Start with small amounts and gradually increase consumption based on individual tolerance and response. Monitor individual response and adjust consumption patterns based on energy levels, digestion, and overall well-being. The optimal amount and timing varies significantly between individuals based on factors like age, activity level, overall diet, and health status. Next, traditional wisdom and modern application. Traditional food preparation methods for extracting collagen from animal tissues represent accumulated wisdom developed over thousands of years across diverse cultures. These practices have persisted because they produce nutritious, satisfying foods using simple techniques and readily available ingredients. Modern life often emphasizes convenience and speed, which can conflict with the slow, deliberate processes required for traditional bone broth preparation. However, batch preparation techniques allow busy individuals to incorporate these traditional foods into modern schedules by preparing large quantities during free time and storing inconvenient portions. The sustainability aspects of using whole animals and minimizing waste align with growing environmental consciousness. Traditional bone broth preparation utilizes parts of animals that might otherwise be discarded, maximizing the nutritional value obtained from each animal. Quality sourcing becomes increasingly important as awareness of industrial food production methods grows. Seeking high-quality, ethically raised animals for bone broth preparation supports both personal health goals and broader agricultural sustainability efforts. Natural collagen sources offer time-tested approaches to supporting overall health through traditional food preparation methods. While scientific research continues investigating specific mechanisms and optimal applications, the historical use and nutritional content of these foods provide reasonable foundation for their inclusion in healthy dietary patterns. Implementing collagen-rich broth preparation requires time, investment, and planning. But many people find the process rewarding beyond simple nutrition. Start with simple preparations using readily available ingredients and gradually develop skills and preferences over time. Each type of broth offers unique flavors and characteristics, allowing for variety and experimentation as experience grows. Monitor individual response through subjective measures like energy levels, recovery time, and overall well-being, while recognizing that benefits may develop gradually over extended periods of consistent consumption. Individual responses vary significantly based on numerous factors, including age, activity level, and overall health status. The integration of traditional foods like bone broths into modern dietary approaches represents a balanced perspective that honors both historical wisdom and contemporary nutritional understanding. These foods provide nutrients and satisfaction that processed alternatives often cannot replicate. Consider these preparations as part of broader approaches to health that emphasize whole foods, traditional preparation methods, and sustainable practices. No single food provides complete nutrition, but collagen-rich broths can contribute valuable nutrients and culinary satisfaction to well-planned dietary patterns. Now, as we continue this exploration, it's important to address a question that naturally arises. If collagen-rich broths have been part of traditional diets for centuries, why did they gradually disappear from everyday meals? The shift began with industrialization and the modernization of food systems. As food processing became more centralized and efficiency-driven, convenience replaced tradition. Cuts of meat became cleaner and more uniform. Bones, joints, skin, and connective tissues, once valued components of meals, were increasingly discarded or underutilized. At the same time, cooking methods changed. Slow simmering pots that once sat on hearths for hours were replaced by quick cook techniques designed for busy schedules. This transition didn't just change flavor profiles, it altered nutrient intake patterns in subtle but meaningful ways. When traditional diets included the whole animal, they naturally provided a balance of muscle meats and connective tissues. Modern diets, by contrast, tend to emphasize lean muscle meats while minimizing collagen-rich components. The result is a different amino acid balance than what many ancestral diets provided. Understanding this broader context helps frame collagen-rich broths not as a trendy addition, but as a return to culinary balance. Another key consideration is synergy. Collagen does not operate in isolation within the body. Its synthesis and maintenance rely on adequate levels of vitamin C, zinc, copper, and overall protein intake. Traditional broths were rarely consumed alone. They were often paired with vegetables, herbs, and mineral-rich ingredients that supported comprehensive nourishment. For example, adding leafy greens or root vegetables to broths increases micronutrient diversity and enhances overall dietary quality. Movement also plays a role. Mechanical loading through resistance training or regular physical activity signals the body to maintain and remodel connective tissues. Nutritional support combined with consistent movement creates an environment where structural proteins can be maintained more effectively over time. In this way, collagen-rich foods complement, not replace, strength training and balanced protein intake. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Connective tissues depend on adequate hydration for elasticity and resilience. Warm broths contribute to fluid intake while also delivering electrolytes and amino acids. This dual benefit may support joint comfort and general well-being, particularly in active individuals or older adults. It is equally important to approach these practices with realistic expectations. Collagen-rich broths are supportive foods, not instant solutions. Their benefits emerge gradually as part of consistent dietary patterns. Just as muscle is built through repeated stimulus over time, connective tissue health is maintained through steady nutritional and lifestyle habits. For those new to broth preparation, simplicity is key. Start with one type, chicken, beef, or fish, and refine your technique. Notice the aroma as it simmers. Observe the gel formation after refrigeration. These small indicators provide feedback that the extraction process has been successful. Over time, experimenting with herb combinations, vegetable variations, and cooking durations can transform the process into a personalized culinary ritual. There is also a social dimension worth acknowledging. Traditional broths were often prepared in communal settings and shared among family members. Meals centered around nourishing soups created opportunities for connection and shared nourishment. Reintroducing these practices can bring not only nutritional value, but also relational and cultural enrichment. If time constraints feel like a barrier, consider practical adaptations. Slow cookers and pressure cookers reduce hands-on time while still allowing meaningful extraction. Preparing larger batches on weekends and freezing portions ensures availability during busy weekdays. Small, consistent steps are more sustainable than ambitious but short-lived efforts. Ultimately, the value of collagen-rich broths lies in their integration within a broader framework of whole food nutrition, regular movement, adequate sleep, and mindful stress management. Health is rarely determined by a single nutrient or practice. Instead, it reflects patterns repeated daily over months and years. As you reflect on everything we've discussed, consider where this practice might fit into your own routine. Could a warm cup in the morning replace a less nourishing option? Could an evening broth become part of your windowed ritual? Small adjustments compound over time. The rediscovery of traditional collagen sources represents more than a nutritional strategy. It reflects a shift toward intentional living, choosing preparation over convenience, depth over speed, and nourishment over novelty. Your body is constantly rebuilding itself. Muscles, tendons, ligaments, and connective tissues are dynamic structures responding to how you move, what you eat, and how you recover. Supporting that process with time-tested foods is a simple yet powerful step. If this exploration of traditional collagen sources provided helpful information for your health journey, kindly type yes in the comments below. Your engagement helps us understand which topics provide the most value and guides our future content development. Please consider liking this video if you found the information useful, sharing it with others who might benefit from these traditional approaches, and subscribing to our channel for continued exploration of evidence-based nutrition strategies. Thank you for investing your time in learning about time-tested food preparation methods and their applications for modern health optimization.